talk about love and what exactly it means, and in regards to the way that I like to use it. I call it actually Life On Volatile Ether, because, you know, we're talking about life in general, what life is, you know, the phenomenon of us being here. And then saying that we're on volatile ether is basically just talking about the way that the ethers have actually come together. If you don't know what the ethers are just a term that people use to describe the fabric of the universe and everything that makes up everything. Some like to say man fell from the ethers. Some, you know, the fall of the angels for falling from the ethers. This is just, again, it's just a term that I use to describe everything, and others have used it as well. So I like to call love Life On Volatile Ether. And so when we're looking for love, we're more or less like looking for ourselves. And, you know, I remember when I was some time after I got out of high school, I wouldn't tell my mother that I loved her for quite some time. And I explained it to her and my father and some other people as well, that I wasn't ever going to use that word until I knew for a fact that I truly loved myself. And, you know, and I meet people a lot of times, and, you know, I've heard people throw that love word around so willy-nilly. They talk about the relationships they've been in, you know, how many times they've said it and felt it, you know, and I just thought to myself, I haven't been through that, you know. And even when I did say that I loved someone, I can honestly say that I still feel the same way now that I did about them originally. My idea of love doesn't go as far as I think others does in regards to basically killing myself in order to be with someone. I like to look at love, meaning that I will do exactly as I would for myself, what I would for this person. And even for my own passions, there aren't exactly many things out here I could say that I'm actually willing to die for, outside of my own self. You know, sometimes when we think about who we love or whom we've loved in our lives, we sometimes say to ourselves that we deserve that love, and, you know, and we deserve to receive a kind of love. And when we don't receive that love, you know, we start thinking that the person might not be interested, or, you know, they don't really love us, or they don't care. Again, these in my opinion are built up through the years of being a child that has experienced the fluctuations that parents give in regards to their love. Because one day a parent can hate you, the next day a parent can love you, and will actually show this and show that they're disappointed in you in some cases, let you know that they're disappointed in you. So, you know, we have these patterns when we get older that we end up looking at people or dealing with people that treat us the same way, not more or less looking for someone that's gonna crazy love us, but at the same time don't want someone that's gonna neglect us. So it basically gets to the point where you're not even really sure about what it is that you are really looking for. So I personally just want to say that love for a man's love should come as a result. It should be shown as far as what he's willing to do. For the woman, for himself, for his brother, sister, lover, whatever. That's how it should be shown. And it works the same way with women. However, women have a different sort of love, because women have a presence, a bit of a moral support, and that goes beyond love, I would say. Because in my opinion, a woman could support someone or a system or anything that they don't love. But I think a lot of times we've given men and women nowadays, we're giving so much of ourselves to so many different things, that this love that we're seeking, you know, it's so natural that because we're living unnaturally, it's hard to find. You know, and when I say it's hard to find, it's one of those things where I'm distracted, so I can't truly appreciate the woman that I have in my life because I'm a sportsman. I like to hang out with my buddies. I'm a drunkard. I'm an alcoholic. I'm a pothead. I read too much. I think too much. Whatever the passion or the habit might be, it's taken away the time that, you know, man and woman were spending together. And, you know, it's the same way with women as well. I mean, you know, a woman has gotten so fed up with the man that she's dealing with, that to the point where she really doesn't even want, because, you know, it's not even worth having a man who's going to cheat on you. Why have someone who could end up being your best friend? When you know that, you know, this man, or you have this idea, it's been shown that this man is going to act up in a foolish way. So a lot of times women end up searching for a man who they don't want as a best friend, but more or less just want a very, very close friend. It's strange, you know, because on one hand you think to yourself, wow, is the woman or the person really that screwed up to the point where they don't want to screw a friend over, so that's why they would never date a friend? Or is it that in your dating or in your search for a person, you're not really being yourself, so therefore you're looking for someone who's going to accept you like the way you want them to accept you, as opposed to someone who's accepting you the way that they know you are? You know, and I think we've all felt victim to it. Some of us say sometimes, oh, I know too much about that person, or I've known that person too well. You know, and it boils back down to the uncomfortability that we have of actually feeling secure, because we've been insecure so long, you know. And so when we profess to be in search of love, it really needs to be considered that we have to love ourselves. We really do, because I can't stress this enough. You cannot truly appreciate the beauty of life if you cannot truly appreciate the beautiful person that you are. If you can't look in yourself in the mirror and just be butt naked and appreciate what has formed or come to what you see, then you have no business out here trying to tell a man or a woman or some other entity or a child that you love them, because you have yet to accept the very vessel that you occupy. Okay, so how can you, the vessel that you're supposed to utilize to spread love, you can't even, if you don't love it, you can't make that connection to be able to spread the proper amounts of love and to receive that love. And you'll always, I mean not always, but you're going to more or less find yourself in these predicaments in which you're feeling unloved. And in feeling unloved, again, it goes back to not having love for oneself. And you really have to think about every single act you commit and wonder, am I doing this out of love or out of some other emotional unreasoning or what have you? It's all about love. That's what it's all about. Thank you.